All right, YouTube, I want to talk to y'all about the main reasons that I see. I've been in the gym 9 years. The main reasons that I see people gain weight on a weight loss journey, or they don't lose weight, or they hit sticking points. So we're gonna add that in also. But y'all read the title. Let's get into it. Click the link to save 20% on Javy Coffee. Hit the bell notification so you can know when you can be notified every time I upload a video. I am very consistent. Also, for those who have bought the Javy Coffee, thank you. In my older videos, and I'm trying to fix this issue. In my older videos where I was advertising 15% off, they just bumped it to 20% off, right? So the code is the same code, but the link I think is different. So I've been, fixing that. But let's get into the top 10 reasons that most people gain weight on a weight loss journey. Reason number one: people go too hard, too fast. People do cardio. They go from sitting on the couch doing nothing, absolutely nothing, to doing everything. They don't go from here to here to here to here to here to here to here, then get to here like you're supposed to. They go from here to here. They skip all the other heres, if that makes sense, all right? I always tell people, take baby steps, crawl before you walk before you jog before you run, and so on and so forth. But a lot of people, they want to do sprints, they want to drench themselves in sweat. They think that, okay, the more I sweat, that means the more I worked. What kind of cardio do I recommend? I recommend what I do. Make cardio fun. Do things that you like. Me and my son, we play one-on-one basketball 2 or 3 times a week. Sometimes more than that if we got time. That way we can pace ourselves. We can take breaks. It's kind of like a HIIT cardio because you get the speed up. You're running, you're jumping, you're sprinting, you're dribbling, you're twisting, you're turning, you're doing all kind of movements. So it's a full body workout, right? But you also can stop for a minute, take your break, and it's something that's fun. So there's a goal. Literally, you shoot the ball. It doesn't matter if you, and also it doesn't matter if you take the sports route. So it doesn't matter if you win, lose, draw. It doesn't matter. You can play football. You can play boxing. You can do boxing. A lot of people do boxing for cardio. All right. You do not have to be on the treadmill for days, drenching in sweat, if you don't like it. I don't like the treadmill. I don't like cardio inside the gym. There's nothing wrong with it. When I say that there's nothing wrong with it, it's just not something I can stick to because it's something I don't like doing. I'm not saying I can't work my way to sticking to it, but if I already am doing something that I know I can stick to, I think I'm going to get way better results. So a lot of times you might see me do a long walk, which brings me to number 2. The sustainability, the consistency of your workouts is very important, all right? If you're working out cardio, lifting weights, whatever, if you're working out so hard that you cannot work out again the next day or a couple days later, then guess what? Your consistency is in the trash. That's just like, okay, for instance, if I do bench press and I'm pressing, and the more I think I press, whether it's the weight, whether it's the reps, or whether whatever, I need to work out the way I work out. I don't need to be impressing nobody else in the gym, all right? My time in the gym and what I have done in videos that I already have, I've done all that. Right now, I'm just trying to sustain what I got. And there's a time and a place to build, all right? Building muscle, burning fat, and being aesthetic, symmetry, those are all different things. When it comes to bodybuilding, which that's what I'm teaching you, bodybuilding. Even if you do not plan to get on no bodybuilding stage, bodybuilding is the best way to have a great physique. I don't care what nobody say, hands down. Man, woman, whatever, it doesn't matter. Building muscle and losing fat is the goal, right? If your goal is to build muscle and lose fat, you're bodybuilding. Everybody want to do everything else. The variables, that brings me to number 3. The variables, all right? I try to keep it simple. I tell people to keep it simple. All right, abs. 6-pack abs. How do you get 6-pack abs? Everybody think you gotta do hanging leg raises, window wipers with your legs. You hang it from a bar. I can't really like display it right now. I don't got no bar. Right? I'm saying you hang it from a bar. Imagine these are my arms, and your legs are going like these are my legs. These are my arms actually, but imagine these are my legs. They're going like this. You're twisting. You're hitting that torso. You're getting them obliques. You're hitting your abs doing hanging leg raises, which a lot of people, if you don't do it right, you're hitting more hip flexors than you're hitting abs. You got to do dragon flags. You got to do all. No, you don't. Dragon flags, all that stuff work. All the things I just said, they work. But guess what? To the average person, especially to the beginner, it is too difficult to actually perform the lift, to actually perform the exercise. If you're choosing exercises that you're not ready to do yet, you're not going to do them correctly, so you're not hitting the targeted muscle, then you're not going to stick to it because you keep failing. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what level you're at. Beginner, intermediate, advanced, failing hurts. If you're serious about something, failing hurts. Not even just physically. Now, if you do it wrong, yes, you can hurt yourself physically. But mentally, emotionally, if you really got your heart into this, which I feel like to get great results, you need your heart and mind, body, everything directed towards your goal. Which brings me to number what, 4? This is supposed to be number 1. I should save it to the end, but I'm going to say it. A lot of people hear me say this a lot. People that watch my channel, y'all already know what I'm going to talk about. Talking. What's this, number 4? Talking too much. Talking about it, the more you talk about it, the less you be about it. I tell people all the time, and they don't understand me. I don't understand. I mean, what's wrong with talking? A good conversation. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, I'm over here doing and actually getting results. You're not going to get results talking about it. You can have Mr. Olympia, the world champion in powerlifting, the world champion in strongman lifts, the world champion bikini model, the world champion or whoever. You can have 5 or 6 champions around you spilling to you all day. They can't do that because they got time. They're doing their thing. That's why they became the world champion in the first place. They ain't got time to talk. But you can have them people around you feeding you information 24 hours a day. But guess what's going to teach you more than anything? That hands-on experience. All right? You can answer all the right questions and have everything right that you say. But if you don't do anything, nothing works unless you do. Which brings me to number 5, supplementation. All right? A lot of people rely on supplements to lose weight, to build muscle, or this mass gainer. You're going to get fat taking that mass gainer. I'm telling you, you don't need that many calories in a meal. I don't give a care. If you're an ectomorph, then it might be a little different, but at the end of the day, the majority of people in this world are not ectomorphs, for one, and even if you are, the caloric surplus. Find a way to up your calories with food before you go to a supplement. Same thing with fat loss. A lot of people jump to a weight loss pill. I've done it myself, all right? When I first started losing weight, I took every pill. Not all at once, of course you're gonna have a heart attack, you know what I'm saying? I tried everything. If those pills work so good, a lot of people gonna argue with me. Why do they say that you have to have a proper diet and proper exercise with it for it to work? If those pills actually work, they should actually work at least a little bit without exercise and diet. That's because they don't work. Not like that. If they do work, hey, it might be 2%. So why would you rely on something that's only, if it do work and it gives you 2%, why would you rely solely on something that's only giving you 2% of the results? Doesn't work that way. I take supplements, I take pre-workout, I take creatine. I take a few other things. Sometimes I might switch it up here and there, switch up my brands here and there for different reasons. Whatever. I might switch up. Like, okay, for instance, coffee. Javy coffee, say 20%, hit the link below. If I don't want to be too caffeinated, now, a lot of people see me taking pre-workout, like, you're going to take too much caffeine. But they see me drinking energy drinks. I don't drink them all day. I love caffeine. Caffeine is a heck of a drug. Yo, I love caffeine, all right? So, with that being said, you don't want to overdo your caffeine, but that doesn't mean you have to have all or none. There's such thing as having balance. You know, if I feel like I've been taking too much caffeine lately, I slow it down. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing with anything. Diet, balance. That's number what, 5, 6? I don't know where I'm at. It doesn't matter. The information's still there, right? Take your pen and pad out. Rewind the video if you have to. I should have said this in the beginning of the video, but I want this video to be one shot, one kill. Not too much editing. I might throw some pictures here and there. But balance. Diet. Balance. People cut things. I'm not telling you how to diet when I say this, but I'm just giving you advice. People that do keto, people that do carnivore, people that do anything that cuts a whole food group or a whole different type of food, gluten-free and this and that and the third, most of those people gain weight after they're done, if they actually lose weight. People don't understand you got to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight. So you're going to go keto, you're going to cut out all of your carbs and then up your fats. That's why a lot of them only do moderate protein, because the ones that teach that stuff, they're teaching it, most of them are teaching it just to get some money. Ad revenue. Even if you're not paying the ad revenue, they're getting paid. They're getting a lot of views, and they got ads on their video, they're getting paid. So am I. Not as much, whatever, but I'm going to keep it real. I can switch up and do the gimmicky thing too if I wanted to, but I'm not. You will not see me do gimmicky things unless I'm not. Yes, you will. You'll see me doing things like, okay, Bradley Martin just injured his face, so I made videos about that, but I kept it real at the same time. Who else? Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. I didn't care about that situation. I ain't gonna talk about it too much, but if you see me talk about another person, yeah, but then I'm gonna reel you in, and I'm gonna give you the real. So, what was I saying? Dang, I messed up my video talking about other people. See, that's what I'm saying. Gimmicks. You don't see gimmicks and lies on this channel. I am not going to lie or have a gimmick about fitness. I am not going to tell you that you can lose all your body fat in 2 days. I'm not going to tell you you're going to get abs in 2 weeks. Unless you already almost got abs like that. Not. You know? And that's another thing. That brings me to number 7, 8. Doesn't matter. You gain and lose weight. You're still a human being. Alright? So, if you get shredded and you start eating again, you're going to gain weight, which is okay. Nothing is linear. Alright? If you get single digit body fat percentage, if you get as shredded as you possibly can, let me keep it real with you. It is not healthy for you to stay that shredded. It is not healthy for somebody who gets bodybuilder shredded to stay that shredded year round. Also, you're not going to build as much muscle if you never get back into a surplus. Now, you don't have to get fat again. You don't have to. I used to believe that. That's why I used to be 275. That's why I was 230 in my before pictures that I keep showing y'all. That's why I had to lose so much weight. Because a lot of guys think that you have to put on a lot of weight to build muscle. You do not. You're looking at these guys who are on the Olympia stage and they're 250 pounds all muscle. You think that, okay, if I eat, I'm going to get 250 pounds all muscle too. Those guys are not natural, for one. For two, they work their butt off. For two, it's not just they're not naturalness that puts them there. They work their butt off. All right? For two. For three, they have great genetics. For four, they ain't sitting in here just talking. You might see videos where these bigger guys, these bigger YouTubers that have all of this muscle and they're not natural, natty or not, or whatever. And you might, in bodybuilders too, All right, so you might see their videos of them training, and they're in there talking and they're having fun. You might think that, well, they're not as serious as you, but look at them. They can talk. They're just making a video. The video has to be entertaining. They're not training like that for real. They're training their butt off for real. In real life, they're training their butt off. They ain't playing. You think Michael Jordan was playing when he became who he was? No, he had to train his butt off. Bruce Lee, you think he was playing? After they get done training their butt off, they can smile, they can joke, they can do whatever. But if the whole time they was doing their thing, they was just talking, they would have never been who they were. Never. None of them. Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, you name whoever you think is great. Jeff Gordon. I don't know what you look at. I don't know what floats your boat, eh? What I'm trying to tell you though is they was diehard serious. They wasn't stopping each other in between sets to talk. They wasn't doing pull-ups. This happened to me. This happened to me plenty of times. Doing pull-ups. Somebody pats me on my back, wants me to jump down, take my headphones off, and then get in a conversation. They're not in there doing that. Nobody understands that, all right? Which brings me to what, number 8, 9? I don't care. I don't care what number I'm on. The information is there. Cardio. We're going to go back to where we started. Cardio. If you do too much cardio, do the cardio that you can handle. Do the cardio that you can recover from. Do enough cardio for you. If you want to do more cardio, build your way up to that, just like lifting weights. If you start off dumbbell pressing these 20-pound dumbbells, and that's all you can do, right? That's cool. A lot of people, they'll see me and they're doing 100 and some pound dumbbells. They're only doing the 20, so they think they got to lift more because I'm lifting more. No, you go at your pace, or you're going to hurt yourself, all right? So, or you're going to do it all the way wrong, and you're never going to make progress. You're going to give up, and you're going to go, Same thing with the cardio. Cardio does what? It burns fat, it burns calories, it raises your heart rate, it's good for you, it's healthy for you. It's great. But you gotta pace yourself. You gotta know where you stand, then up, then up, then up, then up. You don't go from here to here. Because guess what? The more cardio you do, the more you're gonna get hungry. It's gonna increase your appetite. And a lot of people get into a caloric surplus just because they worked out too hard. They think that, okay, I burned this X amount of calories, I can eat whatever I want. They think that they burn 1,000 some calories because the machine said they did. Those machines are not accurate. Burn your calories. You're burning calories, but it's most likely not as much calories as the machine says. So you think that you burned 1,000 calories, now you can go eat 1,000 calories. No. And when I say 1,000 calories, I ain't talking about 1,000 calories per day. Most people should be eating more than 1,000 calories per day. Unless you're like Little Kim size. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, most people need to eat more than 1,000 calories, all right? Even then, I mean, your calories are based on your size, your goals, your activity level, and many other things. But I'm just saying, it's calories in versus calories out. If I'm eating more calories than I'm burning, that means I'm in a caloric surplus, which means I'm going to gain weight. If I'm eating around the same amount of calories as I'm burning, that means I'm at maintenance. That means I'm going to stay the same weight I am. If I'm trying to lose weight, I need to be in a deficit, which means I need to burn more calories than I'm eating or eat less calories. You know, either move more, eat less. If you want to eat more, then you got to move even more. See what I'm saying? Simple math. I teach you how to find your maintenance calories. I'm going to link that below, matter of fact. Matter of fact, I really got to work on that Javy coffee thing. Because a lot of my best videos, I still have my old link. I think it's the same code, though. So, I don't know. I ain't been getting paid right, though, man. I don't know. Unless people just ain't buying it. And why not? Like, come on, man. You watch this whole video. Why you ain't going to buy no coffee? You drink coffee. You better get people to buy. Yeah, I want some money, man. What you talking about? I'm going to keep it real. It's Rapid Time Fitness. We keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? I tell you my wins, losses, ups and downs. Another thing is people would think that you're crying. I met this guy in the gym today that I've been new, but we really don't talk because he in there working just like I am. He's one of those rare few. Out of all the people that work out in my gym, man, there's probably 7 of us that really work out. Dead daytime, middle time, it doesn't matter. There's only about 7 of us that really work out. And he's one of them. And he told me how heavy he was. He said he was about to squat. I gave him my station. I was curling in the squat rack, which is kind of rude. I don't care. But if it's to keep away from people so I can actually work out, whatever. So I'm curling in the squat rack, and I'm also doing pull-ups because it's like a power rack that has squat pull-ups. It also has a deadlift platform behind it, or in front of it, or whatever you want to call it. So it's a little bit of everything, right? So I'm using that station, but it's the actual, anybody who lifts knows that that's the best squat rack in the gym, because the other ones, when you rack your bar, right? The hooks that holds the bar is so close to the end of the bar. Those who lift know what I'm talking about. So you only got that much place when you rack it back that it's not gonna hit those hooks. You know what I'm saying? On either side. You don't lift. I mean, if it don't apply, let it fly. But listen anyway, because hopefully you start lifting or whatever. Hopefully I'm encouraging people to start lifting. I really want people to lift, but do it correctly. Start light, work on your form. Learn how to actually do it before you start going crazy. Don't start off going crazy. Cardio either. So when you rack it, most likely you're gonna be like this. So I don't like the other, especially when you're going heavy. When you're going heavy, every little awkwardness. Lightweight and heavyweight is 2 different things. Those 20-pound dumbbells I showed y'all, that can hurt you too. If they fall on your face, it's a wrap. That's a dumbbell. That's not a pillow. All right. But same thing though. 120-pound dumbbell, if it fall on your face, you most likely probably ain't gonna be here to tell the story. All right. So that's what I'm saying. So, but also your joints and ligaments. If you're pressing like this, all sloppily, bad form, you're probably gonna get hurt. It's another thing. Longevity is everything. You're not gonna gain muscle in the hospital. And it's not only going to affect your workout, it's going to affect your real life. I tell people this all the time. Stop doing tricks in the gym. I had a guy, I made that Bradley Martin video a couple days ago, right? Clout chasing, whatever, but the truth is still the truth. The guy in one of my videos, the 44-minute video, I can go there if y'all want to. The 44-minute video I made about Bradley Martin, somebody commented today about it, and he was like, what did he say? I gotta go to work, I gotta eat, whatever. I don't have time to edit this video. I'm just probably just post it. But he said something about you're just trying to get clout off his name. And, yeah, you're right. You're just trying to get clout off his name. You're right. I told him you're right. But this and that and third. He said this and that. He's doing it for fun. But then I hit him with this. But that doesn't take away from the truth. The truth is beginners are easily impressionable. There's a lot of people, even grown men and grown women, who has no clue of what to do in the gym. And they see people doing tricks, dangerous things like that. I've seen plenty of grown men who really, truly thought that doing tricks is going to help them build muscle. You got to stay away from the tricks. You got to keep it simple. Bread and butter movements. Actually hit the target muscles. Stay safe. Don't get injured. That doesn't mean you cannot get injured if you're doing it the right way. It's just, I have a way less chance of getting injured doing it the right way than doing it the wrong way. Let me just say it in a way that everybody can understand. If I'm driving my car and I'm doing everything right, got my seatbelt on, got my turning signals, 10 and 2, I'm driving like the training book. I'm looking, I'm driving defensively, I'm watching out for the cars, I'm doing everything right. That doesn't mean I can't get in an accident. That doesn't mean that at all. But who has the bigger chance of getting in an accident? The guy that's doing that, or the guy who's driving, drinking, playing with his phone, messing with the kids in the back? Hopefully he ain't doing that with kids in the back. I'm just saying, like, you're doing all this, getting in an argument with your girl, and you're racing against other cars, skirting, getting into lanes that you shouldn't even be in, getting mad, throwing up the birdie to people, and doing all this other stuff. No turning signals, don't even care about nothing. Who's going to get in an accident most likely? Now, a lot of times, good things happen to good people. A lot of times, bad things happen to good people, and vice versa, and things happen. All right, that's just like a person that works his butt off, 9 to 5, and lives check to check, but he busts his butt compared to somebody who might be homeless or whatever, and that person might end up with more money because he found some money on the ground. You might find a duffel bag with $1 million in it. What's the odds of that? See, that's the point though. What's the odds? That's like right now, I got a good job. I do YouTube. I'm sponsored. I'm in talks of other sponsorships. I got other things on the plate. Other things I'm thinking of. I ain't gonna name all the things. It's like I want 5 different forms of income, but 5 good ones. 5 ones that I can handle. 5 ones that I can do well in, 5 ones that I can balance. I want 5 of them. That way I'm getting 5 paychecks or more. I get 4 paychecks a month from my job. So that's 4 plus 4 other ones. 8 paychecks a month. And hopefully they're all good. But I'm just saying, like, who's going to make the most money? The person that goes out and grind or the person who does it? The same thing in the gym. You get out what you put in. So yeah, if you go in there talking, we're gonna talk about that. Let's talk about talking. Yo, talking is terrible. My secret is to be silent but deadly, like a fart. Yo, that's my secret though. The secret to my success is shutting up and doing it. People always get offended when I tell them to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Just do it. I don't tell my fans that because I just tell them what I do. You know, but in real life, I'm quick to hit you with STFU. I got videos titled STFU. One of them was right after this guy bumped into my bar. Well, I had 315 on the bar. We was the only 2 people in the gym. I was very strong back then. I weighed a lot more too. So pound for pound, I think I'm stronger now. That's another thing. People don't understand pound for pound. This guy in the gym, I said it before, and I meant to say it, I messed up. He weighed 240 something pounds. He weighed like 90 pounds, 80 something, 90 pounds more than I did today. He took my squat rack. I gave it to him. He didn't just take it. I gave it to him, asked him how big he was, this, that, third, told him he's very strong, blah, blah, blah. He told me he understood one thing that a lot of people don't understand. Pound for pound strength. He was like, man, because he powerlifts. I think he competes. He was like, for your size, you actually stronger than me. I was like, I know. I'm being cocky, but I know. He weighed 240. If I weigh 155, 165, 75, 85, 95, 05, so 50. If I gain 45 pounds and just got to 200 even, I guarantee you I'll be lifting way more than him on each lift. I think my bench is actually still better than his. I'm just saying that's food for thought. Why did I throw that in there? Because I just had to. I mean, at the end of the day, hard work does that though. Stop going in the gym talking about what somebody else done did and somebody else done. Go in the gym and spread my information if you want to. But if this is my biggest thing where you can share my videos. Now, it'll help me, but it's not going to only help me, but it's going to help you. If somebody comes up to you talking too much, yo, share my video with them. They'll probably understand and shut them. It helped me a lot. You know, a lot of people have calmed down from talking to me too much after they have seen my videos. Yo, shoot, he right. Or some people just out of respect. They're like, God damn, he really don't want to talk. Because I be telling people, man. People, what would you tell them? I do. I tell them all the time. They ain't listening. People want to be heard. They don't want to hear. That's why I came to the conclusion, because I was always wondering, why do people always talk to the person who don't want to talk? There's a whole bunch of other people in the gym, they all want to talk. It's because they want to be heard. They don't want to listen to nobody, they just want to be heard. That's why beginners be trying to teach people that's intermediate and advanced. You know how many people give me tips every day? I'm like, bro, dog, if I listen to you, I'm hustling backwards. Hey, man, come like, subscribe, share, holler back at your boy. Peace. Take notes. Watch the video again if you have to. Take notes. Get mad in the gym. Stop being happy. Grown men be wagging their tails when they see me. I'm like, bruh. Don't do that. Don't be spiking tight, man. Don't have that spiking tight mentality, man. Women don't like it. Any women that's watching this video right now, tell the guys in the comments, we don't like that